Hey guys, Jay. Welcome back to the channel. So apologies all around. Uh, this this is this has been scheduled for like the last 4 days. Actually, this has been scheduled for the last 4 days, and I have no excuses. I personally I have no excuses. But the reason that it's been delayed and delayed and delayed for such a long time is because uh, Gilly Writes Comics, who is an integral part of the Flipboard team. Um, he's been going through a lot. Like a lot of things in his life have changed, and because of that, and hopefully when he's able to jump on, because even now, while we're having this live stream right now, which is already 15, like almost 20 minutes behind the schedule it was supposed to be at, even now, he is not able to be here right now, which is crazy, which is crazy. But when he tells you exactly what's happening, you'll understand why. You'll understand exactly what's happening and why uh, the whole situation is the way it is. But thank you guys for being here tonight. It's always a pleasure to hang out with you guys on a Wednesday evening of all times. Yeah, this is my normal schedule, but you know what? I couldn't hold it off any longer. We had to talk about this because there's a lot of time left, and that's another thing. This whole situation is ever evolving. So many things are moving. A lot of things are happening. But in the meantime, while we're waiting for Gilly, because he'll be joining us when he can. I wanted to talk a little bit about the things that have been happening for Flipboard and for other things like have been happening in the toy news and toy industry that have just caught my attention. First and foremost, let's say hi to the chat first. You guys have been so patiently waiting, and I really appreciate it. Ramen Toys in the house. Hey, have a great stream. I'm a little tied up with the meetings in Singapore. Thank you. It's always great to see Ramen Toy in the chat. Always great to see Ace. And guys, Ace is a busy man. He's hard at work with Flipboard, with some great new stuff that's coming for GI Joe Fest in a few weeks. And we'll touch on some of the stuff that Ramen is going through, because I think a lot of people are going to be interested in some of the offerings that Ramen is going to be bringing to Joe Fest. It's going to be absolutely crazy. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Frankie Rivera's in the house. What's going on, Frankie? Good to see you, brother. Let's freaking go. That's right, brother. Sorry to make everybody's wait so long. Mythic Dolphin's in the house. Always great to see the Mythic Dolphin. Fran, Captain America, what's going on, my friend? How you doing tonight? Master of the Mini Comics, Rob, is in the house. What's going on, brother? Just saw your notification about Gilly. His comic is great. You should play the preview. Yes, 100%. We will be playing that. Abso-freaking-lutely. Ian 2800. What's going on, Ian? How you doing, my friend? Always good to see you, brother. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Of course, it is for Wednesday, not my usual day to stream. Boomer Erect Jack. Sorry, what the heck? Boomer Reject. Sorry, brother. Sorry about that. Boomer Reject. What's going on, brother? How you doing tonight? Negative Dolphin. I backed Duo early, but it's still under 50% funded. Yes, we're working on a solution for that. I don't think that there was enough exposure on it, which is why I wanted to get on top of this and try and give Gilly some time and some support, because again, he's very instrumental in the Flipboard project, and we want to give him as much of a chance to get this to fund as possible. So hopefully we can give Gilly a much needed boost. Ian QQ, how influential has the fan suggestion been in deciding the next figure? Brother, you know what? There's a lot of great input coming in from all you guys, and I can't really speak to it myself right now. But we're gonna do our best to actually get a lot of your suggestions in, because there were some amazing suggestions. And joining us right now actually is the man himself. It is Gilly Writes Comics. Gilly, what's going on, brother? How you doing tonight?
Jay, I'm doing great. I'm here. I made it. I was able to squirrel away from the kids, the family, the hecticness. So thank you, man, just for giving me a little spot right here.
It's all good, brother. And you know what? Before we get into the weeds, I wanted to say huge congratulations to you, my friend. Congratulations on your new shiny new toy. Uh, you know, you're blessed be you, man. Like this is great. If you just want to give everybody a little insight as to what I'm talking about, because we've been trying since Friday to get you on, but things just happened so quickly, right? So it was just nuts. So what?
Yeah.
Just a little insight. We don't have to get too far into it, but congratulations on that, brother.
Yeah, man. So yeah, guys, just had a baby number three, welcomed into the world last week, and it's been amazing. I already have two kids, so that's the third. That's the charm right there, and I'm done. I'm hanging up the jersey. The, the third one was a surprise, and I don't need any more. And the wifey in the hospital room, wifey was like, "You're getting snipped." She literally said it just like that. Literally said it just like that. So, yeah, it's been crazy because it just rocks your world. And with the two kids already, I got a 6-year-old and a 2.5-year-old. So then with the little baby, it's just insane to say the least. It's literally a little ring circus in here. And
Absolutely, brother.
so yeah,
Even when you and I connected tonight, the kids are running around like crazy, right? We didn't have a lot of time, so great to have you on.
yeah, yeah,
Uh, I,
yeah.
wa- I wanted to get you on quick and get you back to your family as fast as possible. So let's
Uh,
just jump. Let's just jump right into it, Gilly.
yeah,
Your
yeah,
campaign right now is super exciting. The Yoonkai Warrior
yeah. Mhm.
duo, brother. Talk us a little bit about this. Talk to us about the concept, how you came up with it, what are your plans for Duo, and how does it relate to the Grom universe?
Yeah, so it's interesting because Galactic Runners of Mayhem, it's a labor of love. It's inspired by our childhood nostalgia, the 80s and 90s Saturday morning cartoons on steroids. And I had some success with Galactic Rodents of Mayhem, and we wanted to expand the universe while production on Galactic Rodents of Mayhem slowed a bit. So instead of just putting it on hiatus, I'm like, why don't we just develop another side story, a spin off of a character that will interact with some characters featured in the original Galactic Rodents of Mayhem story, just to try to build it up, just to try to expand, if you will, or more world building. And the concept for that character actually came up from a backer when I originally launched Galactic Rodents of Mayhem on Indiegogo in 2019. I had one reward that was like, hey, I didn't think anyone would pick up this reward. It was literally a $1,000 reward. I've said for $1,000, you create a mainstay character. So if you think of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you would create like a Casey Jones. You'd create like a character that would be a pinnacle piece to the Galactic Runners of Mayhem universe. And someone actually backed it, and they said they wanted a frog. And we were talking, and then that's how Duo came to be. And we got this little story going on. It's 60 pages. It's kind of dark, but not without hope. It's a cool revenge tale. And again, I think of it as just Saturday morning cartoons, just amped up a bit, if you will, more edgy and not so campy, but it has its moments. But that's what I'm just trying to do is flesh out a world because you already know, Jay, it's so hard to compete with the big boys. When you think of Marvel, when you think of DC, when you think of even Mattel, right? He-Man, right? A lot of Motu. There's a lot of franchises that are already ingrained in the bedrock with big fan bases. So when you're trying to create something new, it's very hard to stick, or it's very hard to kind of find your audience. So basically, that's what I'm doing with Grom and Duo, just trying to do some world building here, just trying to create a comic book that is produced in a professional way where it could look like something you pick up off on a comic book shelf. It looks like something that could be produced by DC or Marvel or Image, just something that stands out and trying to find that niche.
Excellent, brother. So tell us a little bit about Grom. Sorry, about Duo himself, and
Mhm.
how. So basically, that first of all,
Yeah.
that's amazing. It's funny because Ian 2800, he's asking how influential has the fan suggestion been in deciding the next figure for Flipor. That
Yeah.
is
Oh
pretty
yeah.
much exactly what happened here, isn't that correct?
Yeah, pretty much. So it's cool because with Flipboard, there's a lot of community feedback. And I think that's what makes things really interesting because you have active feedback coming in. And that's the thing. You could listen to every advice, you could listen to every suggestion. Can you actually make a figure on every advice and suggestion. You already see, Jay, behind the scenes, it's so hard just to like actually fine tune an actual figure, all the mechanics, all the engineering, all the every little bit that goes with it. So, but the fact that you have an active community waiting and throwing in suggestions is cool, because believe it or not, they actually have some great ideas. So same thing with the Grom community. It's not as big as the Flipboard community. Maybe one day we can get there. But the few Mayhem Army soldiers I have, they are very passionate, and they have suggested some really cool things that I have been able to implement.
Which is excellent, and we're seeing some possible future, ideas for figures for the Grom universe as well, right here in the trailer. But the fact that a fan, picked up that tier and
Yeah,
actually
yeah, yeah.
suggestion, right? It's incredible how it comes full circle, right? It's just
It was a shot in the dark. I didn't think anyone would back it, and someone backed it at $1,000, because some people, they have disposable income and they're fans and they want to see things come to life. And I mean, literally, his character got created, and it's going to be in the Grom universe. We're halfway through, close to funding here. We got 2 days left. It's going to be a hard stretch to make it. We'll see if we can get an extension, and try to get the story told. If it doesn't fund, we'll try again. Maybe have Grom's next chapter. Maybe we'll just have Duo as an included bundle. So maybe Grom will just spearhead the approach, and then Duo will have be included in a bundle. So it's sometimes it's testing the market too. Even though it looks great, maybe it wasn't as appealing as Grom as a centerpiece. So it's just fine tuning and learning as you go, because again, part of making it is learning to fail and learning how to adapt.
Yep. Mythic Dolphin says that that she already backed Duo early, but still under 50% funded. So there is hope out there for a lot of people who have been supporting the project. So
Thank you, Mythic.
yeah, I'm hoping myself to get some eyes on this, and that's exactly why we're doing the live stream. Mythic also says that Gilly has spoken with Jason Benvenue of Spiro Toys with the AWOC comics. Gilly might be able to connect with Duo with AWOC, and AWOC comics came first, so maybe they'll be able to help. That's interesting. That's an interesting.
Yeah, I had reached out to him way back before the campaigns we've seen him launch. He has an amazing franchise. He has an amazing toy line, and whatever he did to get it up and running, I just kudos to him. But it's hard, because again, it's a certain direction. So I would love for Duo to fit in wherever it can fit in. And it, as Hatter said, I'm quoting Hatter here, as he said, Grom and Duo are very toyetic. So as you can see, they would make for good action figures. And who knows, maybe down the line, once we build up a good audience, we could, crowdfund maybe an action figure wave. That's a good thing about crowdfunding. Once you build up your little community, you could go to crowdfunding and get things done, action figures, maybe a pitch for an animation show. Who knows? I mean, the possibilities are endless. Video games been crowdfunded. We've seen action figures. We've seen the success of Flipboard smashing 200K. So it's just a matter of not giving up and just grinding.
Absolutely. It is at $3,126,000 of a $6,500 goal. 61 backers, 49 hours to go. Guys, these are the last 2 days to get this going. Please support this project. It really is a wonderful endeavor by a wonderful creator who's been doing his best work. Just out of the curiosity and just to give a little bit of insight, Gilly, who are the players in this? Like, who's the artist? Because there's a lot of people behind the scenes. If I scroll down here, who's illustrating the book on mainly right now?
Right. So I have a new talent doing Duo. His name is Nando Suzamata. I met him through Sebastian Navas. Sebastian Navas is a co-creator of Galactic Wilderness of Mayhem with me, and he was the main series artist. He's done the first 5 issues of Galactic Wilderness of Mayhem, and right now, because of his busy schedule, he's currently doing Bloodshot with Valiant. He's going to be like creative director of a lot of the projects, Duo included. And for Galactic Rodents of Mayhem issue number 6, we found an amazing protege. It's almost something out of a story where he found the perfect guy. It's almost could be his duplicate, his double, his doppelganger. His art style is extremely good, and with Sebastian's tutelage and guidance, he will be doing Grom number 6. So for Duo, we have a new talent, Nando Suzamata, who's kind of raw. He's very edgy. His lines, you'll see if you see some of the artwork. I felt it was a style that speaks to Duo, because Duo as a character is he's an anti-hero. He's kind of like a Punisher, where he's been wronged. His family has been killed. His genocide. They've been wiped out, and he just wants those responsible to pay, and he will go through hell to make them pay. And the moral compass is muddled. So he's an interesting character, and I think Nando's style fits Duo's story. And Duo will be showing up in Grom number 6 with our other artist that's taking under Sebastian's wing. His name is Yayo. So we're trying, and again, it's hard, guys, because we're operating outside of the margins of mainstream. This is, like I said, this is just me and like 3-4 other guys trying to crowdfund, trying to build the resources, trying to make this project run. So again, to make pages, we can't move as quick as like the big two, Marvel or DC. So we're moving at a slower pace, but we're not sacrificing any of the quality on the book. And we do have a vision.
That's amazing. I trying to show up some of the team on the photos here. So yeah, a lot of artists involved, a lot of new talent.
Yeah.
And again, this is a project where, as Gilly keeps saying, it's not the big three, right? It's not Marvel, DC, or Dark Horse. It's definitely an independent comic book. It's not even Image. You know what I mean? Like this is an independent creator who's trying their best to get their product to the world. And we can see that already with Grom. I mean, Grom in of itself is one of your more popular titles, Gilly. And this how so a little bit about Grom for those people who don't know. How did you come up with Grom, and where are you at with that project right now as well?
So Grom, to be honest with you, came out. Me and Sebastian were working on a lot of dark comics. We had just wrapped up Lair, a paradimensional demon horror story. So I was in this I don't want to say funk, but I was in this zone where I was just doing a lot of horror stuff. My first creator-owned comic book was called Under the Flesh, and that's like a post-apocalyptic story. So I wanted to just navigate away from darkness, and I said, I want to do something fun. And that's where my love of TMNT kind of just, radiated. And I told Sebastian, let's do something fun. I said, what could we do? I said, let's do something like centered around TMNT. He's like, well, you need a good animal. I'm like, okay, like, let's think. He said capybaras. And at the time, I had no clue what a capybara was, but he sold me on this line. He pretty much said they're the most chill animal in the universe. He said they get along with every species known to man, even crocodiles. And when he said that, I had to Google it. He told me, Google it. And I Googled, I saw a picture of a capybara surrounded by crocodiles, and they were respecting him. They weren't trying to treat him as dinner or her as dinner. So that gave me all the fuel I need. And then he said, what about rodents of mayhem? And then I said, let's go with galactic rodents of mayhem. And we did the syllables check, and it's 8 syllables, just as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I'm like, okay, maybe we're on to something here. And we stuck with it, and the artwork is beautiful. It's amazing. We have 5 issues completed. Our 5th issue creator's cut version is in print as we speak. And issue number 6 is in the works. So although we're moving at a slower pace, the quality is there, and we do have a plan for Grom. So it's basically a high octane Saturday morning cartoon thrill ride with animals, anthropomorphic characters. We do have some humans in there. Don't want to throw any too much spoilers, but it's a cool story. If you grew up on TMNT, Cowboy Bebop, Macross, anime, video games, even like Mass Effect, like you will find something to love with Grom, and you'll feel right at home.
That is excellent. And of course, Grom continues in the universe of Grom with Duo.
Yeah.
So give us a little bit of background on Duo.
Mhm.
What is his backstory? Like, if you can give us a little bit, Like, how, like,
Yeah, yeah.
did he ever show up in Grom, or is this the very first time?
So this is his little spin-off, but he will show up in Grom number 6. Spoiler alert, they'll meet inside of a holding cell. So if you have no inclination as to who Duo is, you don't need to get this book because he will, he speaks for himself.
No, no,
But
you
just
need to get
yeah.
this book. You need to get this book. You have to get. You
Okay,
need to
so
get this
let's
book, man. We
let's
need to get
rephrase that. Let's rephrase that. Try to get the book, because you'll see what makes Duo tick. You'll see what makes him him. He's a tribal frog. He hails from the planet of Yoonkai. Yoonkai is a planet that has a very predatory ecosystem, and these frogs live in these big trees, and that's how they survive. And the presence of space. Now, space is the Space Police Authority and Command Enterprises. They're my empire, if you will. It's just a galactic military that basically governs the entire galaxy. So we have a platoon that landed, a unit that landed on Yoonkai, and it's very mysterious. So Duo's tribe wants to interact with them. They feel they can make way. They can, kind of like a peace offering, see if they can gain from each other a mutually beneficial relationship. And Duo says, "Listen, man, we survive by living in these trees, being to ourselves. Like that's what we should do." Of course, the parents didn't agree. They had a falling out. He leaves, and while he's gone, when his tribe looks to make contact with space, they end up getting wiped out. And when Duo comes back to find his tribe eradicated and he knows space is responsible, he goes on a one-man suicide mission to just rid all those responsible, starting to the head at the top, which is a crime lord, or intergalactic crime lord of the black market that's called Shadowgate. So basically, this galactic militaries that was there on on Duo's planet, they were corrupt. So just goes to show you that even those who are supposed to be good are not always good. So, and that's how Duo becomes who he is and wants to root out even more corruption. And he's looking to take out the most, I could say the most egregious, the most sinister man that commands the criminal black market, which is the head of Shadowgate, that big fat red duck there called Skag Vifler.
Wow, it's a really deep storyline that you've got
Mhm.
coming into this book, and I would love to see it.
Mhm.
So would definitely love to see more Grom, and of course more Duo. And
Yeah.
there's not a lot of time though, Gilly. We only have 49 hours left to go.
Mhm.
Just shy of 50% right now, 48%.
Yeah.
Uh, $33,126 dollars of $6,500 goal. Guys, please, if you are interested in finding out more about this comic, head over to um, the Kickstarter Duo, the Yoonkai Warrior, a Gromverse spinoff. Support this project, guys. It's one that deserves some attention, and definitely looking. I mean, just look at these freaking illustrations by themselves. So this is that fat duck we're talking about. What was the name?
Skag Vifler,
Yeah,
the head of Shadowgate.
that's him, the head of Shadowgate, and he's a big bloaty, red mess here. And of course,
Tell me that wouldn't be a cool action figure, right?
yeah, brother, that would be definitely the kingpin style character, 100%.
Yeah.
And then we have the entire frog race here, all
Yeah.
gathered in one place. And of course,
Mhm.
we find out a little bit more about their fate. And of course, we have the crocodile captain here, whoever he is,
Yeah.
and the Yonkai warriors, right? So it's
Yeah.
definitely a wonderful weaved storyline. Great characters, a lot of intrigue, and of course, a little bit darker than some people might be used to. But again, in terms of everything that we're looking at
But
here,
not without hope. Yeah, definitely not without hope. Again, I don't know why I like to play with this dark, but then showing that there's still some hope within the darkness. Like there was a Falcon character there. His name is Starhawk. He was actually one of the space soldiers that wasn't. He didn't agree with what was going on, what they were doing to the Yoonkai tribe. He was not in agreement with that. So he was basically put in a holding cell, and that's where Duo finds him after he wiped out all the space soldiers. So it's ironic that maybe if he wasn't in prison, maybe he would have been wiped out by Duo. But he becomes sort of Duo's moral compass, and they kind of sort of have this buddy cop relationship type thing going on where they're different, but then there's a respect there. So that's another relationship I like to develop too. So who knows? The story's fun though. It definitely has layers, and it's just, I don't know. I just like writing stuff that's dark, but also hopeful, but then also cool, and I can make fun action figures. I can make a fun, video game or even animation. But this is starting from the ground up, through a comic book and just trying to get it out there through word of mouth, through grassroots approach, just to see if we can build something here.
Yeah, I love the art style. Your artists are really working hard, and
Mhm.
very talented group of individuals. I would love to see this comic, get funded, like your other projects have been successful.
Mhm.
But you know what? Hopefully, we can get an extension going. It's something that I would definitely like to see. But before that even happens, let's hope that you actually will reach your goal in the next couple of days. 49 hours to go.
No, I'll
Um,
cross my fingers.
yeah, but brother, take a look into the extension. Hopefully, we can get another 10 days, 15 days, whatever it is. But for now, guys, if you could please do us a favor, head over to Kickstarter and check out Duo, the Yoonkai Warrior, a Gromverse spinoff. This is a great project to get behind. Um, you know, Gilly's third time father now, so he needs all the help he can get. And we're all rooting for you, Gilly. So congratulations again on the new shiny toy, Elijah.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to the
Yes.
world. So
Thank you.
congratulations, Gilly. That's great. So Gilly,
Appreciate that. Mhm.
what do you have anything to let everybody know about Grom and sorry about the Grom universe, about the duos partnet, and anything else that you want to tell people about this particular property?
Yeah, guys. Like I said, we got a good team working on here. The colorist who worked on Galactic Goddess of Mayhem, he's doing the colors of Duo. That's why they pop. That's why they look so good. It's professional quality work. The letterer as well, who worked on Grom, is also working on Duo. And it's a labor of love. It's just passion. I don't know why I've always wanted to tell stories, ever since I can remember being little, and I didn't realize I could try doing comics until later in life when I realized trying to do screenplays wasn't as interesting, because with a comic you get art right away. With a screenplay you just got black and white text and you're just kind of imagining everything, and even then so much gets changed. But through a comic book, a picture's worth 1,000 words. So just imagine a book, with a bunch of comic book panels just speaking to you, speaking volumes. So it's a passion project, and I'm gonna still go on with it. Hopefully we can get an extension. Hopefully we can get it funded and push this book, because it's worth it. It's definitely a project that's worth more eyes. It just looks good, but it just goes to show you the scope of the marketplace. We did actually pitch Galactic Rodents of Mayhem to Image. It got rejected, and you kind of wonder, how could something like that get rejected? How could something like that done by a culturally diverse team get rejected? It's the market. It's very hard to put stock into new IPs. Although IPs are valuable, we're seeing stuff through streaming, right? You see, like, exclusivity matters, but at the same time, it's a lot of franchises that have big baked in audiences and fan bases. So I got Fallout on Amazon. Fallout was a big video game franchise, millions of fans, right? So it's very hard for known publishers to take a chance on something as niche as this, I guess you could say, even though it looks so good. So that's why crowdfunding is important. And you guys, believe it or not, I've been crowdfunding comics for almost 10 years. I wouldn't be able to do it without the support of backers like you guys, and people like Mega J that use their platform, that has thousands of subscribers, trying to share a cool project. So trust me, it's been hard. I've been rejected by YouTubers that have big audiences that focus on comics, that love Ninja Turtles, and I tried reaching out to them, and just crickets, and just and even in one on Twitter I got blocked by one person. So it's like, man, you love Ninja Turtles. We actually talked about Ninja Turtles. We follow each other, and I'm saying, hey, would you mind sharing my book, or just maybe we can talk about it some more, and then you just get blocked. It's like, what is going on? We live in this world too where everyone is so easily triggered. I don't know how. I love Ninja Turtles, just to say that I grew up on them. I absolutely adore them, And in creating this isn't the threat to Ninja Turtles in any way. It's paying homage. Ninja Turtles started through indie approach, through grassroots approach, the same way. If they didn't do what they did, Nickelodeon would have never bought them out, and you wouldn't have what we have. So that's just me trying to do the same, and just trying to stay alive and stay afloat. And I appreciate people like Mega J that open their platform and their channel to, guys that are, underrated and just trying to hustle out some cool comic books and other stuff on the indie scene. So I appreciate that so much, Mega J.
Yeah, brother. I'm always about helping creators and doing what I can, my part, right? But I really do believe in this project. I think that it's the whole concept is great. I love the Grom universe, and of course, Gil, you've been instrumental in helping us with our Kickstarter. So it's only right that we do whatever we can to help you. So guys, please definitely 100% support independent creators, support guys like Gilly. They don't have much. It's really hard to get these things off the ground, as we all know now. And especially with comics, it's such a dog eat dog world market out there. Again, 61 backers, 49 hours to go, $3,126 of a $6,500 goal. It is possible in the next 2 days, but hopefully we can maybe get an extension on this, Gilly. But if not, I really do hope that that this will have a second wind on Indiegogo, or maybe another chance at it somewhere else. But in the situation you're in right now, it's no surprise you couldn't put your full attention to this, which is unfortunate because it is a great project, but you can't blame Gilly for having been distracted for the last couple of weeks. I mean, like it's just crazy, and of course, it's just such a blessing that everything went well for you. And this is just a thing. It is another project, but what happens at home is the most important part, and the family. That you can't replace that, brother. You can't replace that.
For sure.
Yeah. So guys, I want to thank my good friend Gilly Writes Comics. Definitely, once again, last pitch, guys. I promise. Definitely check out Duo Yoonkai Warrior, a Grom verse spinoff. Please consider supporting this project. There's only 49 hours left to go. We are trying our best to get $6,500 funded for this, so that this can get into production. But no matter what, Gilly, congratulations on the new edition. What a blessed week for you, man. And I hope that the family's doing well, and that everybody's doing safe over there. And of course, congratulations to your loved wife and your 3 children who now support each other.
Thanks, Mega J. Appreciate the kind words and the blessings. And yeah, man, we'll try to get a second wind. If we can't get this, we'll always try. That's the thing. Just stay grinding. We're in the trenches, and that's part of how it goes when you're on the indie scene.
100%. I'm gonna let you go, but just a few questions before we log off. Let's see here. Aaron Hardy. I can stay up for this. Great, good to see you, Aaron. Always good to see you. Rhea Black, what's going on? Always great to see you, Rhea. Andrew Davis. Anybody else go to theater to see the 30th anniversary of The Crow? I didn't even know it was in theaters.
30th anniversary.
That is really cool. That is an awesome. I didn't even know that. Toy Cartel. Thought the collab of Doom was supposed to be $75 on Amazon. Saw it was for $99 today. We'll talk about that a little later in the stream. Toy Cartel. Master of Mini Comics. Rob is in the house. Geez, so crazy, man. I run into the same stuff, dude. There you go. Rob has the same struggles. Absolutely, brother.
Guys, real quick, that intro video I got on the campaign, Rob did the voice work for that, and he's amazing. So my next campaign, I definitely want to keep using him. He's amazing.
100%. Rob, of course, push your stuff out as much as I could. Best of luck, brother. Thank you, Rob.
Thanks, Rob.
Guys, if you haven't already, check out Master of Mini Comics, a tribute. Rob is an amazing voice actor, and we do appreciate his work.
Top class.
Yeah. Gilly, how can people reach you? And of course, you are working on the Yoonkai Warrior, but what else are you up to besides this, my friend?
So you guys could check me out at Gilly Writes Comics on Instagram. On Twitter, I'm at Gilbert Del Trez, Deltrez. Aside from Duo and Grom, I am dipping my toes into the superhero genre, as I've been creating comics 10 years, and I have 2 comic books in the works that are superhero. My first superhero titles, one which is The Marvelous Miss Spider, and the other one which is Empyrean. So I hope Mega J would have me back for when those campaigns are live. And again, that's just my take on Marvel stuff. So if you like superhero comics and that might be a little bit more mainstream appeal, I definitely have that for you. And for those who like barbarian stories, I love Conan, I love He-Man, I love a barbarian story. I also got a barbarian story in the works called Kulrock, the Unquenchable God King. It'll be a black and white story, and that one I got 20 something pages in. So I'm always working and trying to put out some cool comics for you guys. And again, thank you so much, Jay, for having me on here to talk comics.
Absolutely, Gilly. And you know what? You should give up on the barbarian thing. You know, it doesn't work. Nobody likes barbarians. I don't know why anybody would support a barbarian comic. You know, terrible concept. You
I
know,
love barbarians, man.
give up give up while you're ahead. You know, He-Man's not going anywhere. Conan, who's Conan? I don't know who Conan is. Conan O'Brien.
My
We
God.
talking about Conan O'Brien? Is that who we're talking about? I'm not really sure. Right?
Yeah.
There can be only one. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I am huge. You can bet your bottom dollar I'm going to support that Conan. That barbarian book. 100%. I'm on board.
Awesome.
I am a huge Conan the Barbarian fan. I'm a huge Master Universe fan. So absolutely,
That's
I would
good.
definitely love to see Gilly's take on that, and of course
For sure.
superhero genre. Gilly, thank you for being here tonight, brother. I know you have to get back to the family. Best of luck for everything, and we really are supporting you here, and I hope that we will reach the finish line with Duo in a good way, and hopefully everything will work itself out. But at the end of the day, you have everything you need, brother. You know, family,
That's right.
wonderful children, a wonderful wife who supports you. So you know, again,
Yeah.
you're very blessed in that anyway, my brother. But I can hear the kids already. Have a great night, Gilly.
That's
Take
my cue.
care.
Thanks, guys. Much
Yeah,
love, Mega J. Much love.
much love to you, brother.
All right. Later,
Take care.
later.
Yeah, good night.
Thanks, guys.
Guys, that was Gilly Writes Comics, a really hard-working individual in the comic scene. And of course, if you guys please could check out Duo, the Yoonkai Warrior. They're just barely under 50%, $3,126 of a $6,500 goal. They've only got two days left to go on this, and it would really be great if we could help out Gilly, as he just has a brand new baby, and you know, anything that they can get, any support that they can get, obviously, would be huge for them. So yeah, guys, lots of things happening in the toy world today. Funnily enough, whereas the Toy Cartel brought up something very interesting. The Collabo Doom set was supposed to be $75 on Amazon, sold for $99 today. Everybody was going crazy about that particular little tidbit. It was pretty nuts. And some new information has just come out, and I should share the screen. I was going to talk about this earlier, but I ran out of time. So we should just go ahead and talk about it right now. Where did I put it now? Wouldn't you know it? I had it. There it is. Oh, now I know what's going on. Okay, so yes, as a matter of fact, yes, there is a listing for the collab of Doom, Doctor Doom, Taskmaster, and the Iron Patriot. And this was a surprise to everybody because it had already been earlier announced as being a set to be released exclusively on Amazon for $74.99. People woke up today for the pre-order, which was already announced, and found that it was a whopping $99.99. This was a surprise to everybody, and a lot of people were taken aback by this. The whole action figure community was basically like, "What the heck? What the f, man? What the f, Amazon?" And a lot of people were chiming in on this. We heard from um, what's it called? Toy Shiz was talking about it. Same thing with Shartimus Prime. A lot of people were just like, seriously, what is going on with Amazon right now? And I'll show you a couple of those little tidbits here. On Instagram, Shartimus. Shartimus kind of went crazy today because he saw this and said, for $100, I'm gonna sit this 3-pack out. At Hasbro and at Amazon, you had me for 75 plus tax. I can take this time. I have multiples of all 3 characters already, hoping the price changes because I wanted the set, but not enough for that price. So yeah, definitely scaring everybody. $99 for this set, and Shartimus was not alone. I believe what was his name? What's it called? Toy Shiz also commented on this pack as he said um, that he also made mention of it, that it was going to go live at 10 a.m. Pacific today, but was very surprised at that. So then we found out later in the afternoon that this actually did get corrected. So if anybody's interested, yes, if we head over to Amazon right now, yes, it is right now at the proper price of $74.99. Somebody obviously screwed up. They were probably looking at the Canadian market and we're inputting the prices for the Canadian exchange. That's probably what happened. So now it's all the way down to $74.99, the proper price. So anybody who was on the fence thinking that this was a $25 increase out of nowhere can now rest easy. Right now, hitting refresh, it is the proper price of $74.99 on Amazon. So, guys, if you were interested in this set, which is a pretty nifty set, I have to say, Iron Patriot, Doctor Doom, and of course, Taskmaster. It is a very good looking set. The 3 figures, all side by side, celebrating 85 years of Marvel. There we are with the new Doctor Doom, which isn't that much different from the old Doctor Doom, but he does have a more sleeker look. We can see his boots are a little bit shinier, I think, maybe. Taskmaster looks pretty damn cool. It is literally Skeletor. This is Skeletor bathed in white. He looks pretty damn cool. If I ever was going to look for an amazing looking Skeletor in 6-inch scale that would fit in with my Marvel Legends, it definitely would be Taskmaster, because he literally is Skeletor incarnate. Even the way his boots look, his overall attire, this is literally Skeletor. Like I don't know how anyone does not recognize this as Skeletor. And then of course we have the Iron Patriot. Great figure. Love the new deco. Love the new sculpt. He looks very, very cool. The head sculpt looks really amazing, and of course, I believe that is Norman Osborn, if I'm not mistaken. Did Norman Osborn become the? I didn't even know that, the Iron Patriot. I don't know which Earth that is. Maybe somebody can help me figure that out. But yeah, he looks pretty damn cool as the Iron Patriot. It is pretty crazy to think that this is, or is it actually Norman Osborn? Somebody help me out here. It looks like Norman Osborn, so I'm just kind of like reaching for straws here. Does anybody actually know if this is Norman Osborn or not? I think it actually is. I don't know which world. Does anybody know what Earth this is? Because this is an interesting take on the character, bar none, and really, really love this. So apparently he's a playable character in Marvel: The Future Fight. So maybe that's actually where these 3 characters come from. So this might be the actual 3 character set, which would make this a gaming great, wouldn't it? I don't know, but that's just me trying to figure these things out as I'm going along. But yeah, it's interesting to find out that these 3 characters here are actually available as a pre-order exclusive on Amazon.com for the correct price now of $74.99. So really great stuff happening all over the place. Thankfully, Amazon had the gumption to correct that, because that was a pretty big mess up in my overall preview. I think a lot of people were like, "What's going on? $100 for 3 figures? That's crazy." And 75 $25, $25 a figure. I mean, it's pretty much in line with anything, but still kind of weird. Frank Rivera, they did say $75 on Amazon and supposed to fix it. They just did. Aaron Hardy, I like Shartimus, but I hate his name. Hey, brother, you know what? I don't mind it. It's pretty cool. Frank Rivera, Toy News International says it will be fixed. Yes, the Dark Avengers. There you go. Shao Kahn, champion. Hello, Mega J. Hello, Shao Kahn, champion. That's Norman. Okay, yes, that is Norman. Awesome. Great for that confirmation. Aaron Hardy, Dark Avengers were from when Norman Osborn was the leader of Shield. There you go. There you go. Thank you, Aaron. The Cabal were part of the bad guy counterparts of the Illuminati. Got you. Excellent. Thank you for that insight. Frank Rivera, got my shipping notice for BBTS Mondo Trapjaw. Nice. That is awesome. He's an incredible figure. He is an incredible figure, guys. And one other thing I wanted to talk about today, but I'm drawing a blank as to what it was. Oh yeah, you know what? I might as well talk a little bit about this right now. Since I have everybody's undivided attention. Earlier today on my shameless plug. Might as well do these shameless plugs right now. Earlier today on my Instagram page, I did a bit of I did a thing. I did a bit of a shameless plug thing. I posted up these nondescript, weird kind of photos that showed this what appears to be a coffee mug, and I cryptically, just as I always do, cryptically, something I'm working on. How do you like your Java or tea? In my case, it's tea. Mega J Retro merch, coffee, tea, hot drinks. So giving you an idea. I'm gonna give that cobweb a heart there. Kind of idea as to what's happening. If we move on, I posted another image shortly thereafter saying a little black and blue, looking good while going out. Hashtag Mega J Retro apparel, t-shirts, geek proud, geek style, geeky fashion. Yeah. So, and then about less than an hour ago, I posted this really interesting image saying getting ready to launch. It's all about the blue, and again being very cryptic. Of course, the hashtags kind of give it away. Mega J Retro apparel, t-shirts, geeky proud, geek style, geek life. So yeah, guys, if you haven't already figured it out, I am opening up a merch store for myself. It's going to be on my website, geekproud.com, and I will be offering these cool little duds on the site for anybody who wants to support the channel. It's going to be there's a reason I'm bringing it up now, because something's happening and I really need to raise some funds as quickly as possible. But yeah, if you guys are interested, these shirts will be available on my merch store. They look pretty cool. These ones, of course, are the black versions, but they do come in multiple colors, including blue. So they do look really cool. I personally like the blue version myself. This is the front version that just says Geek Proud with Mega J Retro at the bottom. They come in it's a unisex shirt. A lot of fun. They come in, as I said, blue and black versions. Again, this is the one that only has a print on the front. The back of the t-shirt is blank. But you should show how much of a geek you are and how much of a proud geek you are by wearing these wonderful t-shirts all around town, whenever you can, at any convention. Geek Proud, Mega J Retro. Again, this is the motto we have here at the Mega J Retro channel. And of course, we live by this motto, geeky proud, geek proud. Of course, ever since the channel has been up. These guys look great in this shirt, don't you think? It's an amazing shirt that looks just absolutely incredible, I think. I think it does anyway. And we can see, the various different ways it displays. It's a beautiful shirt. I just happen to think so. And I do have to give a huge shout out to Michael of Toy Habits, who actually helped me design this shirt, because I originally just had it as the fonts, and I thought that was really cool. But then here comes Michael, with his nice designed aesthetic, and he's like, Jay, if you did this and you put in, your icon right there in the middle, and put Mega J there, I think it would really pop. And I was like, you know what, you're right, Michael. And whether it's black or whether it's blue, again, black and blue, it looks amazing, and I'm really really happy with the way these turned out. So yeah, guys, these will be up on my merch store. The single-sided version is $24.99. And then if we go and take a look at the Mega J Retro edition, now this one's going to be probably a little bit more limited edition. So this is the Mega J Retro version with my huge icon right on the top. Now these ones really pop, I think, on black. They look freaking amazing. And there it is, the Mega J Retro shirt. This one's going to be, I think it's going to be a limited edition version for now. This is the version that only has Mega J Retro on the front, and here we can see several of the styles that it's going to come in. And it is a unisex shirt, as I said before. It comes in two different colors, black and blue. And again, my personal opinion is that it looks amazing. It looks sharp. I really do love the way it looks on all these mock-ups. And again, if you're at a convention, why wouldn't you wear Mega J Retro all over the place and show your support for the channel? I think it looks great in black, but it also looks absolutely kick-ass in blue. I'll see if I can forward over there as quick. No. Yeah, we'll just move down here. As you can see, it really pops in blue. It's an amazing shirt on either color, black or blue. But I personally like the blue. Blue has always been my big color for Mega J Retro, and this one really, really does pop. I'm very excited to be offering these shirts to Mega J Retro supporters of the channel, and a lot of things happening. And the reason I'm bringing this up now is because I do need to raise a little bit of money so that I can afford a trip, because some big things are starting to happen in the Mega J Retro space. But not just that, a lot of things are happening for Flipboard, and there are a couple of events I want to attend. And again, that's one of the main reasons why I'm actually doing this. But I didn't want to, come on and say, hey guys, I really need some support. Do this for me. No, I really wanted to give back to the community, as I always do. So this was definitely something I had in the back of my mind all this time. And I was like, I would definitely love to get these shirts out to people who could support the channel and, of course, get something in return. Both of these shirts are $24.99 each. But there is a double-sided shirt, which is even just absolutely, in my opinion, even more crazy. This shirt has Geek Proud in the back and Mega J Retro in the front. This is going to be a really crazy shirt. And thinking about it now, I think this is probably going to be the one that's a limited edition. This one's a little bit pricier at $29.99, but it is a kick-ass shirt. I mean, why wouldn't you show your Geek Proud from the back, and then of course showing that you support the channel Mega J Retro on the front. These shirts are going to be available on my merch store, and again, this particular version comes in both black and blue. Of course, my preference is blue because I think the blue really pops, but the black, you can't deny, it is an incredible color and it looks absolutely stunning. These are both available. This will both be available on my Geek Proud merch store coming soon. I just wanted to give everybody a heads up here while I had your undying attention. And there is also one more thing we're going to be offering on the merch store. It's going to be a mug, which we have right here. And this one's, whenever you're getting up in the morning, you need your cup of joe or tea, whatever it is that gets you going in the morning. Why wouldn't you want to be Geek Proud first thing in the morning? Show the world that you will not rest because geekiness rules all. And of course, on the other side is your good old pal Mega J Retro, waking you up in the morning. I was inspired. I really was inspired by good friends of the channel, Toy Habits. They really pointed me in the right direction as to how and to do this. And I really got to give a huge shout out to Michael and Toy Sorceress. And of course, as I said, Michael gave his design aesthetic appeal to this new mug, as well as the logo for Geek Proud. and is super excited that these are going to be available for supporters of the Mega J Retro channel. Thank you guys for all the support. You guys are awesome, and this is a way that I can help raise funds for my trip to some of these conventions that are happening this year. But at the same time, helping you guys and giving back to the community with some awesome merch, because who doesn't want to be geek proud? Who doesn't want to show their geek their support for the geek community with a mug like this? Geek proud, guys. That's been my motto ever since I started the channel, and even way before when I was doing conventions and anime. I've been talking about how we are geeks and we are proud, and geek proud is the motto which I live by, and I imagine many of you guys live by this motto as well. So yeah, guys, I do have a merch store coming up soon, and I would really appreciate your support, because I'm going to give you a tiny little bit of insight, really, really small. It's not going to talk too much about it, but it's my intention. It is my intention to be going to a couple of conventions this year. The first of which is the Joe Fest coming up in a few weeks with my good friend Toy Connections. Yes, indeed, Toy Connections and I, Ken, over at Toy Connections, will be heading over to Augusta to celebrate with all the Joe fanatics at Joe Fest 2024. This is going to be a great convention. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, you really should. It's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, Ken and I will be at Joe Fest. And join the mailing list. Yes, you guys should definitely join the mailing list for Joe Fest. It's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. And unfortunately, I'm not going to join the mailing list right now. It's happening on June 21st or 23rd, Augusta, Georgia. Tickets on sale. You guys can grab them right now. And this one, I'm going to be helping out Delta 17 at their booth. And a lot of things are happening behind the scenes. A lot of great toy tubers are going to be there this year. Of course, guest of honor Sergeant Slaughter is going to be there. That's going to be a lot of fun. There's also going to be Morgan Lofting, who is the voice of the Baroness. The two fembots from that special episode, I believe one is Chromia, the other one is Firestar. I can't remember if that's exactly her name. I'm sure Ken is going to hit me over the head for that one. And that is a GoBot. I can't remember her name. Anyways, she's an amazing voice actress, and she'll be there this year. Another guest of honor. Timmy, of course, if you were a huge fan of Captain Power and the Soldier of the Future like I am, Tim Dunnigan, of course, the very first face from the A-Team, as well as Captain Power, is going to be there. His first public appearance in years. So I'm super excited about that, to be able to meet Captain Power himself. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then we have Bob Brecken, who is the author of a Palatoy legend. He was I believe he was one of the designers of at Palatoy, and he, of course, will be there with the Skeletron team. Michael Charles Hill, who was a writer on many of the Transformer episodes, G.I. Joe. He's also going to be there. And of course, we got a bunch of toy tubers coming, like Pixel Dan, Dan Larson from Secret Galaxy, Brian Hickley, who of course was a toy designer and just wrote a book called The Action Force. Patty Lennon, Patty Lennon, who was he was one of the writers of the actual book itself, Total Action Force, The Battle Years, as you can see there. That's the book itself. Wonderful, wonderful author. And there we go. That's the actual book. Ken was featuring this on one of his episodes, so definitely check that out. Total Toy Books. And then, of course, we have a whole bunch of comic book creators like Mark Pennington, who worked on Punisher War Journal, Conan. Robert Atkins, who also worked on a number of different projects. I believe he was a artist for IDW Publishing, Marvel, and DC Comics. Amazing artist. And John Earl is going to be there as well. And we do have Michael Rushbrook and Jason Mark Sobel. A lot of great creators, and we even have Specs Thompson, who was a author and comic book writer. So a lot of great guys, and of course, a lot of Toy Troopers coming. Toy Kind of Mood is going to be there. Uh, Talking Joe, Kent Poole Collects is going to be there as well, and of course, Toy Connections. That's right, guys. Ken from Toy Connections is going to be there. What on Joe Mind? Hooded Commander 788 is going to be there as well. Same thing with the Toy Collector magazine is going to be there. That's going to be a lot of fun. Big Dub's Delight is going to be there. Same thing with the Punk with Toys, Lawrence, and a lot of other wonderful guests. Troy McKee, G.E. Russell of Chicken Fried Toys. If you're into Cops, they actually have the license for Cops, which is going to be a lot of fun. Super 7 is definitely going to be there, which is going to be exciting. Four Horsemen Designs are going to be there. Super exciting. Cosmic Legions, along with the Marauder Gunrunners, Skeletron, Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. It's going to be great to see Jason again. Ramen Toy is going to be debuting an incredible amount of vehicles that's going to blow people's minds. And of course, Creative Beast Studios for the Cyberzoic, Prehistoric to the Fantastic. We got Savage Crucible coming, Chicken Fried Toys, as I mentioned earlier, and of course, Delta 17, who I will be assisting and helping. So, guys, definitely, if you haven't already picked up your tickets for Joe Fest 2024, and you can make it, definitely head over to joefest.com. June 21st to 24th, June 21st to 23rd at the Joe Fest, the Augusta Convention Center, 901 Reynolds Street, Augusta, Georgia 30901. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. Definitely check this out. And of course, if you're there, say hi to Ken and myself. It's going to be a lot of fun hanging out with everybody there. And that's actually not why. And of course, I'll be, if I have some, I'll bring some of my T-shirts. But definitely check out Delta 17 because that's the real reason why we should be going to Joy Fest. Mythic Dolphin. I'll get a blue Geek Proud shirt. Thank you, my friend. Also would like a blue Good Journey shirt. That would be sweet. I should do Good Journey, right? I should do Good Journey. That's awesome. Thank you, Mythic Dolphin. Always a great supporter. IBJ certified in the Mega J Retro version. Thank you, Ken. Appreciate that, brother. Mega J, could you do a blue shirt with Mega J Retro and Good Journey? You know what? That is a great suggestion. I will probably end up making one, and that will be an exclusive version of a timed edition, probably. Thank you so much, Mythic Dolphin. That is so great. Tiffany, you're amazing. What a wonderful suggestion. Shao Kahn, champion. Yes, geekiness is great, Mega J. Thank you, my brother. I really appreciate it. Mythic Dolphin, Geek Proud, Good Journey, and Mega J Retro in blue would also work. That is so cool. I really do like that. Toy Cartel, jump on with Jay. I'm not sure if Ken is available, but let me see if he has a minute. Maybe we can do something. I don't know. Hold on for a second. Let me see. Ken, are you available right now? Because maybe we can just do a quick once over something. I don't know. Damn. Let me send over this link to Ken. If he responds, great. That'll be amazing. Let me just write him a quick note here. Okay, where is my chat? There we go. Take that out and let's see if Ken is available. Come on. I need to message Ken. There we go. He doesn't seem to be in the chat anymore, so he might not be available right now, but we'll see. Maybe we'll have a chance. I really appreciate that, Ken. That's so great. Oh gosh, what am I looking at here? That's the wrong screen. There we go. That's the screen I want. All right. So now back to the reason why I'm actually doing the T-shirts and everything. Something's come up. It's not Augusta. Augusta has been taken care of. That I already had planned months in advance. And a huge shout out to Delta 17 for bringing me along. It's going to be a lot of fun hanging out with the Delta 17 crew, hanging out with with everybody who's going to be there. I heard rumors that Geek Died Life might be there. I think that Robo might be there. I think that a whole bunch of different toy tubers might show up. It's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, a Toy-Con Mood, Rob is going to be there, and of course, a lot of other guys who are going to be able to make it. I'm hoping that Oz might be able to show up. That would be incredible. So it'll be a lot of fun. But a tiny little thing that I'm gonna mention. I'm planning on going to 2 additional conventions this year. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be able to make it. The first one is Quebec Comic Con, which is actually here in Canada, and that one's gonna be an interesting. It's actually Montreal Comic Con. That's gonna be an interesting one. I haven't been there. I haven't been back there in years. Titan Toys might actually have a booth there, and I would love to attend that event. So that one's going to take a little bit of traveling expenses. So that will kind of hotels and food and the gas expense and everything like that. So need a little bit of need to raise a little bit of money there so that I can actually get over to Montreal this year. Hopefully, fingers crossed, as I said. I am planning on being at Fan Expo this year, so that's here in Toronto. That's not going to cost too much, so that's not a concern. But the other event, which I'm really and this is the thing. This is the real reason why I need to raise some money for this, because I might have the opportunity. And my light just turned. Why is that? I might have the opportunity to be at San Diego Comic Con this year. I wasn't planning on it. I wasn't planning on going to San Diego Comic Con this year, but something recently came up. Something huge. It's related to Flipboard. And I can't say anything more than that. That's as much as I can say right now. And I want to be there. I want to be there. I want to connect with Mad Hatter. I want to connect with everyone who's going to be able who hopefully will be able to make it on the Flipboard team. We are all trying our best to get to San Diego this year, and in order to do that, I need to raise some money. So the first step in doing that is, of course, my merch store. So guys, if you do have the if like, obviously everybody here is a supporter of the Mega J Retro channel, and I really appreciate it, guys. You guys are all the support is amazing from everybody here, and it pains me to have to ask for help, but the reality is that my situation hasn't gotten any better, and in order for me to actually make it to San Diego, I have to do something else in order to make that happen. So I'm opening up a merch store, first time ever. I've never had merch before, and any support I can get from these sales would be incredible. And of course, I really do appreciate all the support from everybody here on the Mega J Retro channel. And of course, don't these duds look really cool? I mean, wouldn't you want to own a Geek Proud shirt? I mean, that to me, first of all, I'm also kind of selfishly doing this as well. I would love to have a Geek Proud shirt. I'm not gonna lie. I love these shirts. I love the way they look. Huge shout out once again to Michael for helping me with these designs. They look freaking kick ass, and I'm really excited about this. And again, huge shout out to the Toy Sorceress for helping me figure out the mug and all just those two are amazing, great friends, and of course their support has been invaluable. And I'm super excited about this merch store. I've never had a merch store before, and I'm really excited to get one of these, my own hands on one of these shirts. But again, I do need some assistance to actually get to San Diego this year, because for those of you who don't know, San Diego Comic Con is absolutely ridiculously expensive. If you guys have ever been, I have had the privilege, and I do mean privilege, to have gone 3 years in a row. And that was only possible for work. Literally, it was only possible for work. I was there as a work. It was more of a work sort of situation. I worked for a what's called a marketing company, and we just happened to have meetings in San Diego. And of course, my friend David and we literally took the opportunity to just basically mix a little bit of work, a working trip with just a tiny bit of Comic Con mixed in there, and all of our meetings were with high profile creators. So it was a great time in my life to be able to again have that privilege to go to Comic-Con 3 times in a row. But of course, we were working that whole time, so that offset a lot of the costs. As it is right now, this particular one, I'm paying my own way. Each of us on the Flipboard team is going to be shelling out and putting up the money to get there because this to us is really important, and it's just an opportunity for us to really get out there and put our names out there for Flipboard. And that's the main reason why I need some help to get there, because otherwise, other than that, I would never be asking at all. And I'm not asking. I'm basically saying, guys, if you could support the channel and pick up one of these T-shirts, I would really really appreciate it. And of course, all this is definitely going to be helping me fund my trip to go to San Diego this year, because as I said earlier, San Diego is just absolutely ridiculously expensive. And again, these shirts look cool, and I think that anyone would look good in this shirt. I think you guys would look amazing in this shirt, and I really would like to see everybody, especially if you're going to go to San Diego this year, because I'm by hook or by crook. I'm going to figure it out. But every little bit counts in order to help get me a little bit extra to get to get a little bit of the ways to San Diego this year, because it is really really expensive. So I figured why not put some merch up for everybody who's been asking, because there have been a lot of people been asking about how else they can support the channel, and what if there's any apparel that they can pick up. And I've been talking about shirts and mugs for the longest time. It's just never really come to pass. It's always been one of those things where I really didn't have time or a need to make these, because again, I do this for the love of it. I do this because I want to be here with you guys and talking about great toys and the love I have for the geek culture around us. And it's just really crazy thinking that anybody would be really cool, and it's another way to sort of help me get to the goal of what I need for this particular trip, but at the same time getting you guys some really cool merch that you guys can help support the channel that way. And of course, who doesn't want a Geek Proud mug? Come on, everybody needs a Geek Proud mug in their life. I think that alone is a great reason to pick up a mug. I mean, everyone drinks coffee or tea or some sort of, maybe some soft drinks, whatever it is you want to put in this thing. So it would really help me out if you guys could take a look at that once I launch the merch store. I can't talk too much about what's going on in San Diego until they let us talk about it. But suffice it to say, it has something to do with Flipboard, possibly something about the future of Flipboard. But again, can't talk extensively about it. I'm just going to be giving little sprinkles and little hints here and there. But it's very exciting, and I really am hoping to be able to make it to San Diego this year. And every little bit counts. So, guys, if you do have the means, I really would appreciate it if you could help support the channel in this way by picking up some merch for me on my merch store. And I will be opening up a special tier on my Patreon page to help me get to San Diego this year. It's going to be a specific tier for that for this month. I think I got to figure out how to do that. But yes, any sport you guys could do would be amazing. And of course, I really do appreciate all the love and support you guys are giving for the channel. You guys are amazing. Toy Cartel. Unfortunately, Ken does not seem to have been able to jump on. It's pretty early. I think he's still just putting his kids to bed, so it's probably something he won't be able to join us tonight. But yes, we will definitely be talking with Ken about Augusta and Joe Fest very, very soon. Steve Vendetta, good journey. Well, Arnel Pineda, make it so. There we go. Good journey. Absolutely. I see what you did there. I have my thoughts. We will see. I'll believe it when I see it, Steve. I will believe it when I see it. Dave Sinelli, going AFK, quite frankly, makes mom's comfortable. Absolutely. Going AFK. What's AFK? I don't know what that is. Sorry, I'm not up on my lingo. AFK meaning. Oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely. Away from keyboard. There you go, brother. Of course, that makes the most sense. Thank you, guys. So guys, thank you again for spending some time with us here tonight. I did want to give one more shout out to my good friend Gilly Writes Comics. Guys, please support Gilly and his uh, comic adventures duo, the Yoonkai Warrior. Uh, it only has 48 hours left to go for the project. Please consider supporting this project. $3,126 of a $6,500 goal. 61 backers, 48 hours to go. This is a wonderful project, and guys, please do try to support this project. Gilly's a great creator, and of course, he just welcomed in his third child. So congratulations to Gilly does comics, writes comics, and guys, definitely check out Duo, the Yoonkai Warrior on Kickstarter. Hopefully, he'll be able to get that extension, and we'll be able to get more exposure on him because he's just been so swamped. He hasn't had any time for obvious reasons, and we wish him the very best. Guys, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure hanging out with you. Toy Cartel, Jay, auction off that Flipboard prototype for the trip to San Diego Comic Con. This one's not going anywhere. This one is a one of a kind, and it really is a prototype. So no one wants this in their house. It doesn't even move. This one, but it is a one of a kind, sculpted by the incredibly talented Renders Effects himself. But it would be terrible if I had to raffle that off or auction that off. I'm hoping that sales of the T-shirt and the Patreon support would help me get to San Diego. I need about $2,000, so it's not going to be easy. But I do help that the community will help me to get there. This is a once in a lifetime trip for reasons which I can't talk about right now. It's crazy. But it would be really huge if people in the community would pick up some stuff from my merch store, because again, this is something that I've been thinking about for a long time, and I'm now finally getting around to it. So yeah, guys, if you're interested in a Geek Proud mug or any of the apparel that you've seen here tonight, I will be launching the merch store very, very soon, and I really do appreciate all your support, guys. You guys are the best. Renders Effects, speak of the devil, look who's here, everybody. Renders Effects shirts, everyone. Shirts are awesome. Let's snag them all, show the support, and get some sweet swag. Yes, thank you, Renders. Renders, of course, is going to be at San Diego Comic Con with me, or at least we're all going to try. Duo is such a cool character design. We got to help that make it happen. Absolutely, thank you, Renders. Guys, Renders, of course, being the main man who sculpted this guy, and things are moving fast and furious with him, by the way. So huge thanks to Renders. This one, of course, I am not auctioning this off. This is a one of a kind, and really, he is a freaking amazing. There are other opportunities though later down the road. There might be, thanks to Ramen Toy, who will also be at Joe Fest this year. There might be opportunities to get test shots, not prototypes. The prototype is staying where it is, but there might be opportunities to get test shots in the future. So if anybody's interested in those, we will talk about possibly maybe even raffling, or maybe even auctioning those off for charity. Who knows? We'll find out. But for this particular instance, I'm just asking people if you're interested in some merch to help me get my trip to San Diego off and running. I would really, really appreciate it. And of course, there is a mug as well available. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And of course, who doesn't want to be geek proud and show your geek proud nature to the world by wearing a geek proud shirt, Mega J Retro shirt? It's going to be a lot of fun. Mythic Dolphin, Mega J Retro, will everyone be able to access your merch store? Yes. Everyone will be able to access my merch store. It doesn't matter if you're a supporter of the channel, if you just come off the street, if you just happen to find it on Google. Everyone have access to merch store. I'm planning on launching it on July 1st. So in about 2 days, I'm planning on launching it. So thank you for that, Tiffany. Thank you for asking. Everyone will be able to have access to the merch store. It's not just for Flipboard supporters. Jason Ellie, Flipboard ran into the Gray Gargoyle. Yes, and got frozen in time. Absolutely, that's absolutely true. Actually, this is more of what the customizer's dream will look like. It's kind of this color. This is the color for the customizer's dream, actually. So technically, this is a customizer's dream on a very technical note. So there you go, guys. So thank you guys again for being here tonight. And please, please consider supporting the duo, the Yoonkai Warrior. It's only got a few days left. It's only got 2 days left to go. And of course, Gilly could use all the support. Just had a child. And of course, some of you guys already know how difficult that can be. So definitely head over to Kickstarter, check out Duo, the Yoonkai Warrior, a Grom spinoff, and give support to a wonderful creator who needs help trying to get this across the finish line. Mythic Dolphin, 2 days, but launching July 1st. I meant June 1st. Sorry, June 1st. June 1st. See, June and July, I always get those two mixed up. Mythic Dolphin, you are on the ball. Thank you, Tiffany. Yeah, June 1st. June 1st. 2 days. 2 days. 2 days. June 1st. Okay. All right. Thank you, Mythic Dolphin. You are amazing. I have been known to make mistakes like that always. So yes, guys, June 1st, the merch store is going up. So if you are interested in supporting the channel, please definitely pick up some merch from the merch store, which will be going up around June 1st. Because I keep making that mistake. It's not July, it's June 1st. And show your support for being geek proud. Thank you, guys. And of course, I will be with joining Ken at Joe Fest this June 21st to the 23rd, only a few weeks away in Augusta, Georgia. If you guys are going to be there, definitely come say hi. Visit me and Ken at the Delta 17 booth. You guys won't regret it. And of course, don't forget, go and pick yourself some Delta 17 toys, guys. Delta 17 does have a store, and they are selling Delta 17 figures right now. If you ever were a fan of the O-ring figures, these are some that you cannot miss. I have a few here in my collection as well. Huge shout out to Delta 17 for that. And of course, they are only $24.99 each. That's amazing. That's a steal for a independent toy maker, guys. And of course, as I said earlier, I do have a couple of them, including good old Kestrel here. She looks amazing. You guys know how much I love these figures. Kestrel looks incredible. And again, really harkens back, gives you those wonderful feelings of playing with G.I. Joes on your carpet. And they do look amazing. And of course, they're doing O-rings where, let's be honest, Hasbro was not doing very good with O-rings. So it's amazing that other people are taking up the challenge and making some amazing merch. So definitely, guys, check out delta17.com, head over to their store and pick up a couple of these amazing figures for your very own. Guys, thank you for being here tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. Last comments before we log off. Mythic Dolphin. Yes, I did mean June 1st. James Nenely, Black Tees don't agree with me, but will get 2 mugs if sold via Amazon or eBay. I don't have an Amazon store, my friend. Again, you can order it directly from my merch store. If there's other ways I can get it to you, maybe we can do something on PayPal. I don't know if you have PayPal. My PayPal address is j@geek-proud.com, and we can probably do something there. You know what I mean? So that would be easier. I'll just put it up here. Maybe make it easier for you guys. So yeah, my PayPal is j@geek-proud.com. So maybe, as I was saying, maybe if you don't have access to eBay to Amazon, if you don't have access, I don't have access to Amazon or eBay. The merch store will be the main way to purchase these products. But if you can't do that, maybe you can send me a PayPal payment through PayPal, and we can just figure something out there. I can probably send you a couple mugs that way, Dave. But I don't have a merch store, unfortunately. Sorry, I don't have an Amazon or eBay account, unfortunately. So that's the only thing. Hate CCs, had my car stolen more once. Understood, Dave. Understood. But with PayPal, you can use your debit card for example, or your Visa debit. So that's an option people have. So yeah, if anything, my PayPal, Jay, maybe we can do something in PayPal. That's something that's a possibility. Anyway, guys, thank you for being here tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure hanging out with you. And of course, I'm excited about all these conventions that are going to be going to Joe Fest up in Augusta, Georgia. Hopefully, going to try and make my way over to Montreal Comic Con. And of course, I'm really, really excited about the possibility of being able to go to San Diego Comic Con and hang out with the crew who helped make Flipboard a reality. And of course, there's a huge opportunity for us at San Diego Comic Con, which I can't talk about yet. I have to wait and totally just keep everybody in the dark until it's actually set in stone. But I am totally committed to being there for this event, and you guys are going to be excited, and I'm going to be excited. I think we'll all be excited. So, guys, definitely let's make this happen. And of course, if it is possible and you do have the means, please consider supporting me by picking up some merch on my merch store when it opens up on June 1st. Mythic Dolphin, Mike Girocho will look for the blue T-shirt. Good journey, geek proud, be well all. Thank you so much, Mythic Dolphin. You are a wonderful supporter and a great supporter of the channel. Good journey and geek proud to you too, Mythic Dolphin. Dave Sinelli, maybe someone can in my neck of the woods can get them and then will reimburse me cash. Dave, that would be awesome, and thank you for the support, Dave. I really do appreciate it. You're amazing, my friend. Thank you. Toy Cartel, will you do something outside the con for Flipboard or Flipboard? See, there's the thing. I can't talk about it. And maybe if you're talking about you can't really attend the convention, but would like to do something, maybe we can do a meetup. Maybe I can talk to Hatter while we're in San Diego, and we can just do a meetup in some part of the convention, outside of the convention. Maybe that's something we can do. I know other tubers have done something like that, so and it'll be a lot of fun. So it'd be really cool to meet with everybody in person. So yeah, definitely would like to have the opportunity to do that. I mean, for those of us that can't get inside, yes, I was just saying that. I was saying maybe we can do a meetup around the convention center or at a hotel. Maybe it's something that we can organize for all the fans of Flipboard. Matt Hatter, Mega Retro, Renders Effects, Gilly Writes Comics, maybe and Mr. Home Arcade, and maybe Ramen Toy. Maybe it's something we can all organize together. Guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Yes, Toy Cartel, it would be freaking awesome. Good journey, everybody. Geek proud.